Wrestling humans, hello. I created a session 1 recap, okay? And I did it live on my computer. And the audio didn't go through. So, we're going to give a session 2 recap mixed in with some session 1 things that I came about. And, yeah. We'll go about it from there. But session 2 recap, okay? I am an Iowa Hawkeye fan. I try to stay as unbiased as possible, but I am a diehard Iowa Hawkeye wrestling fan. And I'm going to give stats as to how they did and have done in this session here. Session 2 of the NCAA 2026 Wrestling Championships. All right. Overall, the Iowa Hawkeyes went 16-2 today. Gabe Arnold lost to Rademacher, and Ryder Block lost to Jackson Joy. Those are good losses. 8-1 in session 2. And let's go to session. Okay. 8-1. 8-1 session 1. And yeah. Okay. So we got what that would make 7 on the championship side and 2 on the backside. Still alive, baby. We had 1 pin by Mikey Caliendo, 2 tech falls, 1 by Drake Ayala. What a hell of a match by Drake Ayala tonight against Ferreira. Nuts. And the other from Mikey Caliendo tonight against Mulaney, right? I believe Mulaney. Excuse me. And 5 major decisions, okay? That's 8 of their victories. Half of their victories are major, or are at least a major decision. Bonus points, okay? And Iowa has 2 missed major decisions by 1 point. And it was Nasir Bailey when he gave up the reversal to Consiglio in this round. And when Patrick Kennedy in the first session, we'll get to that later. In the first session, he missed out on a major decision by 1 point. He got a takedown with 1 minute in the third period, okay? And when he did that, he came back to ride him out even longer. He already had 3 minutes of riding time. He held out on an ankle, got a stalling call, and that's when he finally realized, oh, I should go for the major decision, and then he goes for it and doesn't get it in time. And that's what happens with Tom Brands. Why aren't we saying anything? I'm sure you were. I hope you were. All right. Session 2. We're going to start at 125 pounds. Alrighty. What do I got for notes? Luke Lildahl and Strickenberger was actually a good match. Strickenberger had really good defense on Lildahl on one of his attacks. Dean Peterson looked good against Maximo Renteria. I thought it was a bad matchup. He got through. It was great. Did I say anything? A boring first 2 periods. Yeah, huge win. Great takedown by Dean. Spratley and Robinson was great. Spratley hit him in a Jonesy. He got some points off of that. It was V-Rob did have a great start though. He got a takedown and a ride out, if I believe correctly. If I remember correctly. Yeah. And I said hard to beat someone 4 times, especially with Spratley and how he is now. He's been a lot better towards the end of the year. Not to say that he was bad at the beginning of the year, but he did lose to Dean, and he did lose to V-Rob. So, Poulin and Seymour was actually, that was a great match. Yeah, tough draw for Poulin. Because it is. It was a tough draw. His first match was tough, too. Yeah, Sotelo. And that was a great match, too. Sotelo had him in a cradle, brought him over and everything, but then, yeah. Poulin had taken him down, got back points. He got into tonight's round. Nick Bouzakis getting beat by Jake Moran. Huge. Absolutely huge. 10-2. A major decision. Yeah, nuts. I thought that was nuts. Volk over Klinsky. Boring match. But dubs for Joey Volk. He had a good ride. Great ride. McGowan is so fun to watch. And he beat Nico Provo. I had Nico Provo going to the final and beating Eddie Ventresca. I do, yeah. I don't think Eddie's getting to the final still. Ventresca did score more points than 2 against Spencer Moore. Love to see it. We're going to move on to 133 pounds in the second round with a little bit sprinkled in from the first round. It's a day one recap, guys, okay? I'll be quick with the first round stuff, but if it's notable, I'm saying it. And people say TK Davis is an upset over Zan Fugit this morning. This is 17-16. No way, Jose. All right. Jax Forrest is the man. And I said it on my video that I had earlier. But Jax is to David Taylor what David Taylor was to Kale. He is the prodigy that is showing us where they're going. And they're going there. They're going there. Where they're going is somewhere. It's going to be competing with Penn State. I tell you, that's where they're freaking going right now. Jax is insane is what I said. Baker over Serrano. Respect, okay? I didn't respect Baker at all. Mostly because he was from Northern Illinois. But, yeah. Good match by Markel Baker. Larkin versus McGallion was actually a very good match. Extremely good match. And I was surprised that Larkin got taken down in the position that he did with McGallion in the first period because that's typically where he is very good. That's why I was surprised. Farber with a huge win over Van Dia this morning. Was happy to see that. Panther train, baby. Let's go. You and I cheer for them. Met up with Aaron Seidel, though. Lost 22-4. That's pretty, yeah. Let's look at my notes. Yeah, Davino killed Knox. Ayala, we got to talk about Drake for just a little bit longer. Absolutely dominant against Ferrara, however you say it. Tech fall. Looked great. Fantastic. In the first period, he got a stall call, and it was just like, gotta go. And he went and got it. And he wrestles Marcus Blaze tomorrow. That's going to be a tough match. But, yeah. Lucas Bird looked pretty good. Typical Lucas Bird. Rode him out for a while. I got the win. Davino killed Knox, like I said. All right. We're going to go on to 141. And I want to talk about this match. Brock Hardy beat the hell out of Braden Davis. All right? And Davis is angry. Davis is angry this year. I'm saying. He's got a temper tantrum like I ain't seen before. I don't know if his scooter accident got like him a little woozy up here or what. And I ain't talking shit, Braden Davis. You're a kid, man. I'm just saying. You look unhappy to be wrestling 141 pounds this year. I don't know if it is just because you're telling yourself some story. I'll just say I loved watching you lose to Hardy based on what happened last match and what happened there. All right. But Davis did start off well. Really did. Had a plan and everything. But yeah. Davis was upset as fuck. I said that. And he was. Rightfully so. They were trying to get 10 NCAA champions. Echemendia looked great over Henson. And he looks tough and aggressive. Stanich. That is a match. Stanich and Echemendia tomorrow in the quarterfinals. I am here for that. I am here for all of the matches. But that's going to be exciting. Stanich won 11-2 over Wells. Bailey and Consiglio. Nasir Bailey has a trap arm tilt that is beautiful. Beautiful. It's amazing. Love to see. He looks amazing right now. Like, getting takedowns, being aggressive, good on defense, has a top game. Like, he can beat Vega. I'm not saying he's going to. I'm saying with the way he looks right now, he's making a match tomorrow with Vega in the quarterfinal. And Vega did get a fall. Let me double check just to make sure. Yeah, in the third period against Elijah Griffin, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Ryder Griffin. Yeah. And like I said, I wish that he gave Nasir Bailey gave the reversal. Yeah, a bit too late. And obviously Mendez moved on. Got a tech fall, I believe. Yeah, we're going to move on to 149. Nasir Bailey. I ain't picking you to beat Vega, but I love the way you're wrestling, dude. All right, 149 pounds. Shane Van Ness. Yes, wrestling well is what I said. His pin was like, it's a man on a mission, that guy. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Tomorrow's moving day. I said all the things I did about Iowa earlier. It doesn't matter right now. First day is just feel good. We feel good. Now tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow's the day we see where people decide to land. Lamer and Colin Guy. Great match, honestly. Number 20 seed to the quarters. And he's going to wrestle Carter Young, who beat Coy Bisgins. Not sure what the match ended up being, the score, that is. And it's right in front of my face, so just look it up, Peyton. 11-4, he beat Coy Bisgins. Great match. So a number 20 seed or a number 12 seed will AA at 149 pounds. Let chaos ensue. I made a short earlier and talked about how 140... Oh, I lied. 149. Nope. I made a short earlier saying that 149 was a perfect bracket in the second round. I lied. Okay. Doesn't matter. Just missed a seed. Kozlowski beat Rotji. And Rotji, I thought, had that freaking takedown. How was that not a takedown? How did they not at least call it? Or at least take time to look at it? Maybe don't call it and just say, well, we're going to go take a look. They didn't even. Freaking, the pen guy had his hips on the ground. His ass was on the ground. And Rachi had everything. It was for like a second. But that's enough. Rocco Welsh, that thing, no. With McAnally and the Big Tens, no. That's not a takedown. That was a takedown. In my humble opinion. As I yell at my camera. Also, need to mention, 5-5 in sudden victory. That's a score that deserves a sudden victory match. 1-1 in sudden victory does not deserve to be in the NCAA championships. Men, we have trained all year long for this moment. 1-1 when you have 7 minutes to go get a takedown is uncalled for. You can even get near fault too. Go get points somehow. In the first session, we had 8 matches on the championship side. Well, that's all the championship side in session 1. In session 2, there was 2. There were half the matches, though. 1-1 into sudden victory. Enough of that. It's boring. Go get a takedown. Go do something. Go do anything. Go take a risk. Sorry. Ryder block. I said Joy got on top in the first. Uh-oh. Very true. It was trouble. But Block did almost get a takedown at the end of the first. And, I think the match is closer. If that comes to fruition. but it didn't. So, yeah, I think Joy beat him. What was it? Yeah, 10-3. As he should. He's good. He's good. I have him beating Shane Van Ness in the final. McNeil and Tyus 5-3. Won. Aiden Valencia. That was a great match. 4-4 with a minute left in the third period. Valencia just cut him right away. He's like, I know I need to take down. I don't want to try to ride this guy for a minute. And he went and he got it. Fantastic match. Beat Styles. 157 pounds. That was a great, second round. PJ Duke. I call this man PJ Manhandler Duke. He is so strong. He is so strong. In the 2 pins that he's had in this tournament thus far, he's just manhandling people. Okay? That's what it... Brandon Cannon. Best match in the second round. One of the best matches in the second round. Aiden Valencia was great as well. I shouldn't say best. This is a great match in the second round. And if you missed it, here it is. Carnitas did get the first takedown and everything. 6-2 into the third. That's what I have. Okay? Cannon got the takedown with I think it was 40-something seconds left because he had to wind down 37 seconds of riding time. And then, yeah, so he got a takedown, let him up. So it was 7-5, and then he went and got a takedown with 47 seconds left in the match and rode him out and took away his riding time point. So therefore, it was 8-7. It was a great match, spectacular match, and tough. Brandon Cannon is a tough dude because he's hurt. He don't have his meniscus is. Yeah, whatever it is. Millard and Robidoux is actually a pretty decent match up until about halfway through the second period. Larkin is larkening. Larkin has been larkening a whole lot. And he's so fun to watch. He's very good in every position. And love it. Love it. Love it. Meyer Shapiro looks great. And Meyer Shapiro has 5 minutes and 46 seconds of riding time in this tournament so far. Freaking nuts. He had 2:38 in this one, I believe. And then, forgive me, I'm curious. 3:48 in his first match. And he wrestles Ty Waters, and that's going to be one hell of a quarterfinal. And I'm only going to do some of those. You go look at the brackets. It takes too long to go through them and be like, oh, this is going to be... No, I'm going to go through session 2, give you a little bit of session 1 love, and then, yeah, we're moving on. Webster looked good against Rosinski. Taylor against Catrabone also looked great. 157 is a fun weight class to watch. And I will say this next weight class, the next topic weight class, the most next topic weight class, in my opinion, out of all the weight classes of the weight classes. But now, with what happened in 197, which we'll get to, that most likely is the most next topic weight class at this point in time of the tournament. Okay. Messenbrink beat Gallagher. Hepner beat Bianchi. Bianchi got a takedown taken away from him, and I believe it is the right call. I haven't really looked at replays and all that. Lockett getting pinned by Alvin. I need to figure out his first name to give this guy some. Caesar Alvin from Colombia. It 1-1 in sudden victory. Enough of that. Ladarian Lockett, you can go. You can do it, dude. I know you can. You're a stud. And so can you, Caesar Alvin. This is just as much on you as it is Ladarian. 1-1 sudden victory. No, more. All right, but this is what happens when you do that, when you don't get on your offense. You have the risk of getting beat by the number 12 seed from Colombia, the Ladarian Lockett. And you did. In a really cool takedown. It was an awesome ending. An awesome ending. A pin. A pin. And Shane Sparks called it an elevator. You know, Ladarian was in on a double, picked him up, and like freaking Caesar Alvin just dropped him over. And, you know, fucking Saturday night righted him his ass. Right? Aaron Sparks. Is that his fucking name? Andrew Sparks. 2-1 Nico. And that was tiebreak. 1-1. Sudden victory. No more. Nico Ruiz, Andrew Sparks, do something. There was action. I'll say there was action. But 1-1. Sudden victory. No more. Mikey Caliendo is getting the job done. He's got a pin and a tech fall today. And he's got EJ Parker, the 27 seed, who beat Ryder Downey, which, dang it. I cheer for the Panther train. I was hoping Ryder Downey could beat Arajo from Nebraska. Parko, that match earlier in the day, EJ Parko and Arajo from Nebraska, that was a fantastic match. Locked hands by Araujo, and then Parko, went and got the takedown. In the last 15 seconds, this all happened, and it was sick. EJ Parko didn't give up. Ryder Downey. Who do you have? Tomorrow? Goebel from Wisconsin, and then Whalen from Princeton. He can, I see him winning those matches. But yeah, Mikey Caliendo. And Will Denny. I picked Will Denny to beat Joey Blaze tomorrow in my bracket. I think it's possible. He wrestled damn good against Max Brignola. And that was an exciting match. It was 12-9, what did I put down? 7-5 in the first. What a period. That's how every first period should ever be. I'm convinced. Action is great in this match. Sure was. 9-9 to OT. Will Denny gets it 12-9. Let's go, baby. And then, yep. Anything else worth saying? Nope. Not in my opinion. Is there anything more to say about 165 pounds any longer? All right. Levi Haynes kicked ass. Bo Mantanona met up with Facundo. Beat him. That's like huge for team race things. If you care about second place, that is. I do. It's about the only thing anybody else that's not a Penn State fan can care about is second place at this fucking moment. Tired of it. And it's turning into like kind of like I don't hate things. All right, I respect them, but I'm getting annoyed. And I say things about Penn State sometimes, but it's just because I'm annoyed. I'm tired of watching them win. 100%. I admit it. I'm tired of it. Penn State fatigue is real. Whoever the hell keeps saying that? It's fucking real. Tired of their ass. That's why I cheer for Oklahoma State. To catch the Penn State Nittany Lions. Karchla has looked good this tournament, by the way. 100%. I've always said he's on like one leg, but he's looked good. Christopher Minto kicked ass. Gaetan comes out with the win against Maddie Singleton. I missed who won it, and now I'm seeing it, and that's why, I hadn't looked it up yet. Cam Steed is looking good. Got a pin in 2 minutes there. And Danny Wask. I picked it. In my bracket, and I picked it before Willie Saylor and Bash, Justin Bash, were doing like the live stream for their pick'em. And I saw it, and I was like, I gotta pick the rest of my brackets before I do that. Swear to God. I picked Danny Wask. And then Willie Saylor did it. He picked him. All right? And I'm not saying I'm Willie Saylor or anything, because I ain't. I'm fucking not Willie Saylor. Patrick Kennedy. We're going to talk about him for a little bit. What did I write down about Patrick Kennedy? Did I write anything? Oh, he's 174, Peyton. Yeah, boring match. 2-0. Didn't write shit. Those matches are boring, but he's a Chevy pickup truck, Shane Sparks always says. And It's true. It's a good... Oh, Ruiz. He wanted he wanted Mike Gray to throw the brick in for the takedown that Wask, or he was almost had Wask taken down, but Wask was out of bounds. He didn't have any control whatsoever, and he's bitching at Mike Gray, telling him to put it in. Mike Gray throws it in and then starts yelling at him. And hell yeah, tell your kid, no, you don't tell me to throw no brick. This is my decision. I'm the coach. You're the athlete. I make decisions about when the brick is thrown inside of the circle. Not you. You're the one wrestling. You can give me information. And I heard this from Brock Haidt, by the way. I should Brock Haidt on Mike Mal's podcast. Go listen to it if you're a coach or anything. And you just love wrestling also. You just want to figure out more about it. The Athleter podcast. It's a great one. Same with Bashmania and FRL. Those are the wrestling podcasts that I listen to. Okay? I try my best to have my own opinions. I don't try my best. I do have my own opinions. And that's okay. And you can disagree with them. That's also fine. I could give a shit. Pinto. In the consies, he won 11-9, I believe. Let me double check just to make sure. Come on. Where'd you go? Old Lenny? Oh, it ended up 15-12. I saw the other corner of my eye, so. Hey, Rocco Welsh is scoring points, guys. 184 pounds. Rocco Welsh he scored frickin' 33 points? No, Jesus. Sorry, Jesus. 32 points. That's what I meant to say. In 2 rounds. Let's see if he can keep it up against Silas Allred. And Silas Allred did kick ass against Chris Moore. And I knew he would. I don't know why people were picking him to win. Dylan Fishback did not look... Yeah. Brock Mantanona beat him 13-5. Brian Saldano has had himself quite a nice tournament. And I just saw Nick Fox won on the backside. That's good. Panther Train, baby. Yeah, he beat Isaac Dean 4-1. And he beat the number 4 seed Conway 4-1. And honestly, Conway's not a true 4 seed. I said it. Don't kill me. What else? McAnally beat the hell out of Bullock. Zach Ryder won his first match. I couldn't believe that, to be honest, based on what I expected him to be like due to his injury. I wrote something. I said Ryder appears healthier than expected. It's true. Good finish by Nightenbach at the end of the match. He did have a great finish. Ryder had a good high crotch, and then Nightenbach came back with a reattack, and it was over. Angelo Ferrari getting through, and I had to have said something. Yeah, Campbell's wrestle's tough. Hey, he impressed me against Ferrari. And then, yeah, Sinclair doing what Sinclair does. I'm excited to see Sinclair and Ferrari. These quarters are pretty loaded. I like the bottom side is loaded. Nightenbach, McAnally. It's going to be exciting. The top side, yeah. I hope that. They're all going to be matches, guys. All of these matches. Tomorrow. Tomorrow is the best day. By far. You freaking kidding me? Where's my 197 bracket? There it is. 197. Let's see if I wrote down anything else I can give to you. Oh, Mike McMullen is his name. I do believe. Yeah, Mike McMullen, the commentator with Shane Sparks, said that Celsius is healthy for you. I think he might have been being sarcastic about it, so forgive me if you weren't being serious. Okay? But Celsius is actually not healthy for us, guys. There's a bunch of fake shit in it. In this body. All of our bodies doesn't need fake shit in it. But that is more for another time. But I heard that and thought I'd say something. 197 pounds. Novak looked freaking good. And his bracket broke, so he's getting the bar. I'm excited to see that. He pinned his kid in the second round. And the first, he's got 2 pins. Angelo Posada beat Evan Bates 9-4. He's going to meet up with Josh Barr. And Posada beat Zarowski earlier today. So, I mean, he's on a roll. Frickin' Colton Hawks. Colton Hawks is on a frickin'... He's got one more match to All-American. One. I wonder who he would fall to. We'll check that out when I'm looking at Flow Wrestling's brackets right now, but when I look at the NCAA ones, I'll know more about that. Not going to worry about him losing right now, though, because he hasn't lost yet, and I don't want to create a future for Colton Hawks. And I hope he beats Joey Novak, because that would make things quite interesting. And then you could beat Josh Barr, man. Yeah, imagine what you could do with that, man. Stephen Little. I wasn't very high on him going into the tournament, to be honest. But, yeah, he got past Lehman. Rademacher got beat by McDaniel 13-5. 13-5. 3-3 in the third. It was 3-3 in the third. That's what I wrote down. And then 4-3 when McDaniel got out with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. What in the frick happened? 13-5 major decision. That's a big match. Merrill got the win against Stout. And Remy frickin' Cotton. He beat the brakes off of Elam. It's like Elam didn't have any answers. Seriously. It was that Cotton, what did I have down last? He had 3 minutes and 19 seconds of riding time going into the third. Freaking nuts. And then, okay, I gotta make sure. Zarowski was wrestling Parker, I saw, and he was up. Yeah, he beat him 12-5. Just look for the hell of it now. Yeah, Sasso was down 8-5, and then got a takedown to go 8-8, cradled his guy, pinned him. It's a good comeback for him. And Gabe Arnold, we already talked about it. Gabe Arnold, 7-2. Gabe Arnold, man, I'm cheering for you, man. And then he'll have Lawrence tomorrow morning and Berge or Salers if he wins. Winnable matches for Gabe Arnold. And then he would have one more match. One more frickin' match. Loser of 376. Who would that be? Remy Cotton or Quoted Merrill? I'm not counting Gabe Arnold out. I did not think he would All-American. I didn't think he had a chance to All-American. But, man, am I cheering for that guy. He's my favorite wrestler on Iowa's team right now. What he's done, what he's sacrificed. Nuts. He's a team player. There's not a coach in the world that doesn't want a Gabe Arnold. Period. Gabe Arnold's the man. Keeter wrestled a decent match. It was boring the way he was wrestling. I'll say that. Mirasola was getting after it, and I did. It was one of those 0-0 at the end of the first, 1-0 into the third, once Keeter got his point in like 3 seconds. And Mirasola took neutral. So, yeah, Mirasola took three or four shots, and they were good ones. He was in deep, but Ben, heavy hips. And he keeps the other guy's hips down. He just presses on their leg near their hip and puts his freaking hips down on the back of their head. It's just like, yeah, can't get in on Keeter if you don't, He tried to run through him, Mirasola did. He couldn't. And I thought he would be able to at least once. But, yeah, 3 to 4 shots from Mirasola and 1 good re-attack from Keeter. Gets him the freaking W. Big dub. Because I don't know. Now I'm going to have to look. But we'll go through the rest of this first. Dawson and Katka. That makes... Rutgers have 2. in... Now, I gotta make sure. Remy Cotton's a 20. Or, no, Remy Cotton's a 15, right? Remy Cotton's a 15. And then they got a frickin' 27 seed heavyweight, Hunter Kaka. And he from Virginia Tech over there. So, good for him. One match away from All-American. Who does he wrestle? Tay Gadiali? Yadi. Sorry if that's whatever. Yep. Don't get offended, okay? It's not a big deal. Mora and Feldman. Feldman is wrestling like dog shit. And he got beat. He tried to wait for the last second to get his takedown again, and guess what? Didn't work again. Nick did it. Why the hell are you taking Ben Keeter's advice? That's how he beat you multiple times. Is that why you try to wrestle that way? I'm just asking questions. I'm not trying to be a dick. Doucette over Suba. That was a good match. And Doucette was aggressive. I thought he was going to beat him worse than 4-1, but did not. Gadiali, freaking tech top key. It's pretty impressive. And Ferrari looks freaking good. And Ferrari's got the 21 seed next. Ferrari has had the 29 seed, the 20 seed, and now he gets the 21 seed in order to meet up with Younger Bastida. And Younger looks like a freaking man. 22-5 in his first bout. In 3 minutes and 20 seconds. And then 20-4 against Mullen, Jimmy. Which is impressive. I don't know if I said Ben Keeter 4-0. Heck yeah, Ben Keeter. All right. And now I'm going to look, forgive me, fast forward 15 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever you need to do while I go and look. I just want to see points. I want to see points. I want excitement. And I want this for these kids. They know they're capable of scoring points. They know they're capable of going out and getting it. And I would say the second round was great at that. Truly. Boys, you stepped it up. And we knew that when it came this time of year that we'd have some issues with what's a takedown and what's not a takedown. But I would say that it is not as bad as I thought it would be. So, and also, okay, ESPN Plus has the first session. Did it glitch for anyone? Because mine was being freaking weird. Didn't love that. Just a second. I got to see if there's anything more important to say. Oh, freaking Buzakis getting beat so bad. That's crazy. And I said Buzakis looks low off the scale as expected. And, that was in the first session. Which makes sense because it was right after weigh-ins, but... All right. I'm going to leave you with a little tidbit. And I'm going to have more videos in regards to this. But Shane Sparks... Actually, Mike McMullen had said, that's unbelievable when Remy Cotton beat Rocky Elam. And Shane Sparks went on a freaking rant. To where he's like, it's not unbelievable. All these guys are capable. We're at the Nationals Championships. These men are elite. And he went on his rant. Okay? It's true. When you say, I can't believe that. How does that feel? You're not believing in reality. At that point, when you're saying that about something, and maybe it's not reality. But in this case, there was an upset, where the 15 beat the 2, and beat Rocky Elam, the best contender against Josh Barr, in my humble opinion. And now he's gone out of the bracket, and now Penn State's probably going to win that freaking weight. All right. And yes, I'm annoyed. You can see that, right? You can see that when I talk about Penn State. Anyways, later on, Mike McMullen says unbelievable again. There's a long pause. And I'm sure Shane is looking over at him. And Mike McMullen goes, I'm sorry, not unbelievable, just unpredictable. That's the point, guys. Become aware of your words. Become aware of your words. Abrafrickin' The archaic meaning is, with my word, I create. With my word, I influence. And I will leave y'all with that. Get a lovely sleep. Get a lovely sleep before the best day in college wrestling tomorrow. It's moving day. It is moving day. I can be as excited as I want for my Hawks going 16-2 today, but it doesn't matter unless we show up tomorrow and get some guys on the podium. Go frickin' Hawks. Go frickin' Hawks.